The oculomotor nerve is the third cranial nerve. Simply from the name, then, it is easy to know that the oculomotor nerve will innervate muscles that move the eye itself or components of the eye. Both the somatic and visceral motor axons exit the anterior surface of the brainstem as the oculomotor nerve, appearing from between the midbrain and pons. From here, the nerve runs anteriorly in the subarachnoid space, medial to the much larger trigeminal nerve and its ganglion. It continues anteriorly to pierce the dura covering the cavernous sinus, passing through the supraolateral aspect of the wall as of the cavernous sinus, lateral to the internal carotid artery as it passes into the cranial cavity. The cavernous sinus, a plexus of veins, is located on either side of the sella turcica, which is a shallow depression on the superior aspect of the body of the sphenoid bone that houses the pituitary gland. The oculomotor nerve divides into its superior and inferior branches. Upon exiting the cavernous sinus, the oculomotor nerve branches run below the anterior clinoid process of the sphenoid bone to enter the orbit through the superior orbital fissure. Both branches will pass into the orbit within the boundaries of the common tendinous ring, a fibrous ring of tissue that surrounds the optic canal and part of the superior orbital fissure, in the posterior aspect of the orbit. From here, the superior and inferior branches will pass anteriorly to supply extrinsic muscles of the eye. Once inside the orbit, the inferior branch of the oculomotor nerve will send a preganglionic branch to the ciliary ganglion, which is located just behind the eyeball. The preganglionic branch carries parasympathetic nerve fibers that will synapse with parasympathetic postganglionic fibers within the ganglion. These postganglionic fibers will then pass anteriorly to supply two intrinsic muscles of the eye. There are two different motor functions of the oculomotor nerve. First one, somatic motor function. These nerve axons will arise from the oculomotor nucleus and innervate skeletal muscles associated with the eye. There are 7 extrinsic eye muscles that move the superior eyelid and the eyeball. 5 of them are innervated by the oculomotor nerve. Second one, visceral motor functions. The visceral motor axons of the oculomotor nerve are part of the autonomic nervous system, specifically the parasympathetic division. They will arise from the Edinger-Westphal nucleus and innervate 2 separate intrinsic muscles within the eye. These will constrict the pupil and cause accommodation of the lens of the eye, respectively. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.